Shuri works in her lab, making a solid attempt to make a fake heart-molded spice to use for her sibling and Wakanda's the best. Ramonda gradually strolls into the lab, reporting the Lord's passing. T'Challa, who is passing on from a disease. After a year, Wakanda is experiencing difficulty with different countries needing their vibranium. The Dora Milaje find French military men attempting to take from their station. Afterward, Ramonda converses with the assembled countries and uncovers the French's endeavor to take. She reminds the nations that despite the fact that the Dark Puma is gone, they will in any case battle. At a mining station, Americans mine in the sea utilizing a vibranium locator that was made by a MIT understudy, Riri Williams. They utilize this to find vibranium in the sea. Unexpectedly, they go under assault by Talokanals who don't need them taking their vibranium. The final helicopter of survivors is struck somewhere around Namor. In Wakanda, Ramonda and Shuri go to the water and grieve the year since T'Challa's passing. They consume their burial service pieces of clothing to mean the finish of the grieving timeframe, in spite of Shuri not being totally prepared for this. Namor then shows up, overcoming the line by going under the water. He uncovers to them the presence of Talokan and believes that their assistance should prevent outsiders from taking vibranium. He likewise makes sense of that Wakanda isn't the main spot that has vibranium, Talokan has it as well. Ramonda berates him, stressed of his presence. He lets them know he will kill the researcher who created the machine and that they can help him, yet they can't hold him up. Shuri and Okoye go to meet Everett Ross, who gives them the name and area of the youthful researcher, regardless of potentially offering private data. Okoye and Shuri then, at that point, go to Cambridge, Massachusetts, to track down Williams. They follow her to her carport where she uncovers that she is chipping away at an Iron Man-type covering. In any case, they are trailed by the FBI. The three move away, Okoye in a vehicle, Shuri in a bike, and Williams in her protection. Out of nowhere, they are met by Talokanals, Atuma and Namora. A short conflict closes in Shuri and Williams getting caught. Ross shows up at the scene the following day and meets with his ex, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. He additionally tracks down Kamoyo Dabs and conceals them. In Wakanda, an irritated sovereign Ramonda reproves Okoye for losing Shuri, which is exacerbated by past episodes. For example, when she apparently agreed with Killmonger when he usurped the high position, and flames her from her situation. As Broad, Shuri and Williams awaken in Talokan, Namor shows Shuri the progress, attempting to persuade her regarding his goals, in any event, giving her his mom's wristband. Notwithstanding, she differs in killing Williams. In the meantime, Ramonda goes to Haiti to see Nakia, who had left Wakanda 6 years earlier. She requests that Nakia track down Shuri for her. Nakia does a few spying and sorts out the area. She then, at that point, breaks Williams and Shuri out. They return to Wakanda, as Ramonda converses with Namor about his arrangement. However, just for additional torture as Namor and his kin attack, they flood the city, causing a hard and fast conflict. Namor deals with all of the Wakandan vehicles prior to flooding the royal chamber, holding Ramonda and Williams. Williams begins suffocating, so Ramonda swims to save her. She can get Williams to somewhere safe and secure, yet just to suffocate simultaneously. Shuri grieves her mom's passing as Namor tells her she is sovereign at this point. He and his kin then, at that point, leave the country. In the interim, M'Baku converses with Shuri after the memorial service and gives her ethical judgment that she shouldn't kill Namor. He then, at that point, tells her he will give lodging to the dislodged Wakandans following the assault. Allegra de Fontaine figures out that Ross has been speaking with Wakanda this entire time and has him captured. Shuri then utilizes Namor's mom's wristband to make the fake heart-formed spice, which at long last works. She goes to the astral plane subsequent to taking it and is welcomed by Eric Killmonger, who claims they are something very similar. They contend a piece before Shuri claims she will kill Namor out of vengeance. Shuri awakens and makes herself a suit. She then drops into a gathering among M'Baku and the elderly folks as the Dark Jaguar. In readiness of the fight, Shuri and Williams understand that they could debilitate Namor by warming his body up to where it can't get oxygen. They then, at that point, make a second iron heart covering. Shuri gives Okoye new protection, acting similar as Iron Man's also, called the PM Holy Messengers. Okoye initiates Anika to be separated of her two-lady group. In the sea, they utilize a vessel to draw the Talokanals into a snare. In any case, Dark Jaguar traps him in a regal claw contender as they remove off from the fight. In the interim, the Dora Milaje battle the Talokanals on the vessel while the Jabari clan, Nakia, and the others fight the ones on top. Ironheart and the PM Holy Messengers deal with the airborne Talokanals. Dark Puma warms up the Regal Claw Warrior, debilitating Namor, yet he starts to break out with his lance. She then shouts Wakanda for eternity as she protections up, sending an impact from the detonating Claw Warrior into Namor. He is set burning as he implodes. She remains over him to polish him off, however recollects her sibling, T'Challa. With these recollections of the man he was, she chooses to save Namor's life the same length as he gets back to Talokan. Namor has appreciation for the Dark Puma and joins her as they return to the battle scene and advise everybody to quit battling. Yet again Dark Jaguar then hollers Wakanda for eternity as the rest rehash it back. In the result, Williams gets back to MIT without her covering as the Wakandans need no discussion with letting her keep it. Shuri leaves for Haiti as opposed to trying for the high position, which at last is tested by M'Baku. Afterward, Namor paints in his room as Atuma welcomes him. Namor guarantees her that their new partnership with Wakanda will be helpful. En route to jail, Okoye breaks Ross out of guardianship. In Haiti, Shuri meets with Nakia prior to leaving for the ocean side where she consumes her memorial service stately robe in agreement to Ramonda's desires, permitting her to lament T'Challa at last. In a mid-credits scene, Shuri discovers that Nakia and T'Challa have a child, T'San, who Nakia has been bringing up stealthily distant from the tension of the lofty position. T'San uncovers his Wakandan name is T'Challa.